All right, this is going to be a real quick walkthrough of what we've got so far. We're setting up a remote broadcast station for the graduation. And the heart of the operation is this ATM mini switcher, and the lights aren't actually flickering, it's just part of the camera. And what we'll have is 4 inputs. Right now I have 2 of them. I'll walk you through some of that. And then we'll also have 2 sound inputs. One's going to come directly from the microphone, the other one's going to come from a wireless mic connected to this pre-mixer. So we'll have backup options basically. And the mixer is basically going to control the program feed and help us decide which camera we're going to use. There should be a wide angle camera. This camera right here will end up being on the stage, and it's transmitting wirelessly with this Feel World wireless transmitting piece of equipment. And it's all on batteries, so it's remote, and you can put it just about anywhere as long as the batteries last. It should be good. And then another camera source will be down there, front and center at eye level to the stage, so that when we give speeches, we'll be able to look directly into their eye, hopefully right at that level. And then the 4th source is actually going to be a computer. That's not plugged in today, but that's going to allow us to run senior video and allow us to run maybe Mr. Nico's song. And there's another piece of media that we have, so we can do that for a pre-show. One small detail is we're going to be doing, one of the cameras will be for the interpreter who'll be doing sign language. So we had to hook this board up so that we could control the size and location of this window right here, so that it's large enough so that people can see the sign language as we're broadcasting. This will also be connected by USB to a laptop that Mr. Denham has. So there's 2 other laptops that are part of the system. And that laptop's going to be running the OBS feed, and then also connecting that feed to our Mountainside YouTube channel. And that'll allow him to add graphics and titles that would go mix onto the program feed. So this would be sent to his computer, and his computer would add on another layer of that. So basically we've got 4 sources, and we'll be mixing back and forth between them during the live broadcast. This little tangled mess of slinky wires is connecting to the camera that will end up being down there for the stage. It's 200 feet long, and it's running underneath the stadium stairs, and it will connect and slide right back in under there, and we'll be able to convert that signal from HDMI to an SDI cable, so you can get a longer run back to an HDMI cable so that it can connect to that switcher. 2 is 1, 1 is none, so we only need 1 of these to work, but having extra batteries and chargers and a backup plan in hand is good. Essentially what will happen is this transmitter will connect to that, and then that will connect to one of our, that will basically connect to one of these transmitters. And then the receiver will be, that's the piece that's going to go on that audio mixer and give us another source for a feed. So one's coming from the microphone that people will be using on stage, and the other one is coming from a microphone that we'll have on stage, and we'll get to choose which one works best. This camera, which is connected, is kind of our main stage center camera. That's going to be a wide angle shot of the entire crowd. We have the ability to pan over depending on the situation, not too much, because to get center line, we're really close to this windowsill, and then we'll take the window and open it up just to get an unobstructed view so that there's no dirt or anything like that. This is the microphone that will end up on stage, again connected to that wireless transmitter. And then this is the stage camera, which right now is set up and working. It's transmitting wirelessly back to that other box so that we have a signal. And there's one other camera that's not there. That's the one that will end up being on that the stage level, the eye level camera. And so basically just another tripod, another camera connected to that 200-foot cable is all we need for this system to work. But I'm pretty happy with how it's working so far. I think it's going to be a great show. Hopefully it won't rain too much. I think one of the things we'll have to do is, if it does rain, or at least preparing for rain, to just make sure that this is covered up with some garbage bags, whatnot, as well as the camera that's going to be down there. So basically put the bag over the top and use some of this gaff tape to seal it from the bottom, just so that it holds and the water can run off the equipment instead of into the equipment. It's a minor risk to take, but I think it's worth it just to see if this whole thing works. Obviously, it would be better if it was sunny, but we don't always get to choose the weather. Anyway, this is the report of where we're going so far. Everything seems to be working fairly well. Thank you for watching.